Governor Romney, and thank you. I am deeply honored and excited to join you as your running mate.
Governor Mitt Romney's choice of Congressman Paul Ryan as a running mate creates a sharp contrast for the next 3 months of the general election fight. In choosing Mr. Ryan, Governor Romney is doubling down on the Ryan budget plan, a controversial document among Democrats and Republicans alike.
Good to see you.
The Republican base expressed excitement about Mr. Ryan. He's a rising star among the young conservative thinkers. In many ways, Mr. Romney is making a base decision. He's trying to appeal to those Republicans who may not have been so enthused about his candidacy. But in doing so, he has riled up the Democratic base. Shortly after the announcement was made, a video was released to supporters highlighting the more controversial elements of the Ryan budget plan. Of all the battleground states in America, Florida will be ground zero for where the wisdom of Mr. Ryan's choice is tested. Senior voters in Florida are key to whoever is going to win the state's electoral votes, and Democrats are working hard to define this Romney-Ryan ticket as bad for seniors. But it remains an open question if the old scare tactics surrounding Medicare still work in an election that is built and hinged on the fiscal concerns facing the country. Democrats are scrambling to define this Republican ticket before they can introduce themselves to America. That might be hard to do, given the fact that Mr. Romney and Mr. Ryan are galvanizing all of the attention this weekend as they campaign in North Carolina, Wisconsin, and then go their separate ways, leading up to the Republican convention at the end of the month. Ashley Parker, who covers the Romney campaign, reports on another factor in the relationship between Mr. Romney and Mr. Ryan. They just seem to get along really well on the campaign trail.
In addition to the policy considerations, Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan had an easy and instant rapport, a natural chemistry from day one. I spent some time watching the two men campaign in Wisconsin, and watching them was like watching a bromance develop in a buddy movie. Paul Ryan took Romney to Culver's for butter burgers and chocolate malts, and the two of them handed out subs on primary day. Ryan even conspired with Mitt Romney's campaign staff to orchestrate an elaborate April Fool's Day prank. Their rapport was so easy that Mitt Romney was even forced to jokingly deny that Paul Ryan was one of his 5 sons. But today marks the first day that that bromance is going to hit the road on a bus tour all its own.
We also have a few things you might not know about Congressman Ryan. My colleague, Jonathan Weissman, had a chance to sit down with him a few months ago on Capitol Hill.
What is on your iPod when you're walking down
Nothing but John Tesh and David Hasselhoff.
No. Somebody told me it was Rage Against the Machine.
I've got some of that on there. I've got lots of stuff. I'm a big Zeppelin fan.
Now, wait a minute. First, I got Rage Against the Machine is a leftist anarchist.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I don't like the words, but some of the sounds are good. I got Metallica. I've got lots of grunge.
Your friend Mark Newman I was talking to, not the former congressman.
Yeah.
And he expressed some surprise that you have risen to the prominence that you have risen to.
Yeah, it wasn't my plan. I'm really kind of a policy guy, doing my thing. Look, I'm a policy, you kind of know a little bit about me, so I'm really a policy geek.
Right.
I learned at a young age, you can make a big difference in public life.
What do you think when people say you're a nice guy, but you're cold, heartless?
Yeah, I'm so used to that by now. I think it's intellectually lazy form of debate. It's the oldest trick in the book in Washington. It's the oldest trick in the book in politics, and I've seen it around for a long time. My perfect world, what I hope happens, is we go to the country with a positive agenda to show how we will prevent a debt crisis, and then win, the House, the Senate, the White House, and then be magnanimous in that victory and include reformers from the other side of the aisle into a coalition to fix this problem.
I talked to Jim Cooper about this, what you just said, and he said this idea that one team is going to win is just not the way things are going to work.
The way I look at this is that we're going to have a debt crisis pretty fast after this next election if we don't turn this around soon. I've been talking about this for a long time. People I think most observers know this. And the thing we're lacking now is leadership to see this through. Not ideas, we've got those. We know what works, and we know what's coming. We need leadership, and that's what we're going to ask the country for.
That's all for now. We'll have a lot more coverage about this important vice presidential pick online at nytimes.com. I'm Jeff Zeleny. Thanks for watching.